and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and we're here today on our Have a Heart 2019 tour of schools all over Woodbridge Township. And today we're at Colonia Middle School, where I'm joined by Councilwoman Debbie Meehan, who is the councilwoman from Colonia and covers Colonia Middle School. And we're going to talk to the students today about all this food behind us that they collected. It was Lauren Terabetsky and Jeanette Miller? Jessica Miller. Oh, I got pretty close. You are the two advisors to this. Tell me your position. Come on up. What is your official position with regard to the food drive and the collection?
We're the people that run the club. It just started this year. It's our first year doing it.
It's a community service club?
Community service club, yep. So we are just the leaders of that.
All right.
And it's kind of small because we just started, but I think we did a good job.
Mostly sixth graders?
Sixth, seventh, and eighth.
Sixth, seventh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, we have a mixture, yeah.
And what do you think about the club stuff? What do you think about their effort to get all this food?
They were so excited to weigh the food and collect the food, and the kids just did a great job.
Good, great. Let me ask Debbie, come on over, Deb, get closer here and look at the camera. No, we'll get them. Don't worry, they'll get plenty of airtime, guys, don't worry. Tell me about what you think about the whole effort.
We've been doing this now over the past week, and it's amazing what the kids have collected for people that need help. There's so many people in our community that are hungry, and you wouldn't know that because, we live in a nice community, but there are many people that are hungry, and without the efforts of the schools and the clubs, we wouldn't be able to constantly restock our food pantries, and that would really be a big issue for people that are hungry. And you guys are the best, Would you do all your efforts? This is a new club. Stay with this club. Once you get to high school, join those clubs there, too. I know Colonia Middle School always had the Kids for Kindness Club, too, and they've constantly given back to the community. So it's just a great thing, and just congratulations, because this is really important what you did.
Terrific. Mr. Tabor, the vice principal. The principal's busy in a conference. Can you tell me about how proud you are of this effort with community service and this food drive?
Sure. Ms. Terabetsky and Mrs. Miller came to us and said they wanted to start a club, the Community Service Club, and we were happy about it. And like Ms. Miller said, they started small, but we know that this club's going to grow every year because just from the turnout here and the efforts that they put forth, it's just going to get better every year. So.
All right. Who wants to tell me about the Community Service Club and about the food drive? Any volunteers before I pick somebody? Come on. Somebody raise your hand. You look like you're ready to go. Come on up. Tell me about, what's your name?
Aisha.
And what grade are you in?
8th grade.
All right. Tell me about the club first.
Club, it was a great way to get involved in the community, and I just love helping people around, and I thought it was a good way to help people.
What else have you done besides the food drive?
I've made cards for veterans.
Oh, yeah. All right. That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Very good. What are you going to do in the spring? Anything else planned for the year?
Not planned, but I'm pretty sure we'll have
things will happen.
Ideas.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Thank you, Aisha. How about who else? You're trying to hide. You're like, please don't pick me. Please don't pick me. Can you tell me about how you feel at the food drive?
I was really happy about it, and for me, it made me happy because I like to do things like that.
Okay, and help other people?
Yeah.
Does it surprise you that kids in town that are your age go to bed hungry? That surprises you, right? Peter's going to talk in a minute. He's going to say there's 600 families that get food from our food pantries. 600 families don't have enough to eat. That's pretty shocking. And how does it make you feel that you help them? Come on, you can do it.
It makes you feel joyful inside.
Okay.
And you know that you care for them and that they know that people help them.
Right.
And they won't give up. They'll keep on living.
Why are you guys so afraid to talk? Then when you talk, you're so eloquent and so articulate. All you kids don't pick me, but then when they talk, they're great, right? And who knows, why do we do a food drive in February? Anybody know why in February? Why?
Because it's the coldest season.
That's a good part of the good answer. What else? What happens in Thanksgiving? Oops.
No. That heart would not stay up, no matter what.
Have a heart. You hold it there. That's your job. All right. It looks better there anyway. What happens in Thanksgiving and Christmas, right? Everybody thinks about food drives, right? And then all of a sudden New Year's rolls around and people kind of forget because there's no holidays to make you think about it. So that's why Peter started this. 1992 he started this, 27 years ago. So for that many years, the town's been collecting food and giving it to people who need the food. So because again, in November, December, there's plenty of food, turkeys, everything. Everybody thinks about food in the holidays. And then January comes and people forget. And that's why Peter started this in February. Pete, you want to come up and talk? Pete's responsible for taking all this food now, getting it back to the health center, and then he divides it up and gets it out to all the different food pantries. He's like the guy in charge of all of our food drives.
Thank you, Mayor. And again, thank you to the council, Councilwoman Meehan, who's always a great advocate for We Feed with the Taste of Colonia, and throughout the year she's a great supporter. But we are a network of 11 food pantries, and we serve over 600 families per month. Our food pantries are quite busy. It takes a lot of food to keep a lot of food going out, a lot of food coming in, so we need your support. Roughly this year, I think with this last school we just left, we're over 21,000 pounds of food and over $31,000 in monetary donations, which will be used. Our food pantries all belong to something called the Community Food Bank of Hillside, which is a state food purchase program where we're able to buy perishables and non-perishables and produce and all those things that you would not see here at a regular food drive. So we take that money and we put it on account for them up at the Community Food Bank in Hillside, as well as purchase gift cards for families that have special dietary needs, such as diabetes, gluten-free, and other dietary restrictions. So some things we get in the food, what we get from the food drive, we can't give to them. So we use that money to purchase things for them. So we appreciate your help. We need your help. I always tell people it takes a community to feed a community, and you're feeding your neighbors, and it's a great thing. Thank you.
All right, good job, Peter. Thank you very much. So it gives you a good feeling to know that what you have right here that you collected this week in the last couple of weeks, probably by Monday, people will be actually using it and eating it and open those cans and jars and boxes and eating the food. And like in 3 or 4 days from now, I'd say the next 2 days, but it's a weekend. So probably by Monday, people will be using this food. So that's got to give you a really good feeling, right? Anybody else have anything you want to say? Probably not. Because if I don't call on you, you have nothing to say. But then when I do, you're good. All right, so we're going to do a little cheer now. When I say 3, I want you guys to look right at the camera and say, have a heart. Okay, are you ready? You guys can do this? 1, 2, 3. Wow, that was lame. That was weak. Billy, that was terrible. Can you lead the cheer? You count. Stand up, Billy. Count 1, 2, 3.
You can do it.
I think you can get a bigger cheer out of this crowd than I got out of the crowd, all right? Are you ready to be the cheerleader leader? You ready? I want you to say 1, 2, 3, have a heart. Go, Billy.
1, 2, 3.
Have a heart. That's better. Good job, man. You did a better job than the mayor did. All right. All right. Thanks for watching, folks.